This video is about how Shakespeare actually wrote his plays and his sonnets. He used a meter form called iambic pentameter. So let's take a look at what iambic pentameter is. So first of all, this is the meter that Shakespeare wrote his plays and sonnets with. So let's take a look at what iambic pentameter is. First of all, iamb is a measurement that has two syllables in it. And the second syllable gets the beat. So what does that mean? All right, so each iamb, each foot, that's the unit of measurement. An iamb is a foot, has two syllables. So let's take a look at that. Happy has two syllables. Right here you see the word happy. It has two syllables. And if you look at the word happy, you can divide it right between the two P's. So we can put a line right there. You put the accent, or you put the stress or the beat on the second syllable. So the iamb has the accent or stress or beat on the second syllable. And down here, we'll put that back together. If you put that together like this, and you're going to say it in the two syllables, you would say happy, happy, happy. Put the accent, the stress, the beat on the second syllable. So you might all be making fun of me right now because I just said happy 3 times, but if it stays in your head, then I've done my job. So an iamb is a unit of measurement that has two syllables in it, and the second syllable gets the beat. Another name for that unit of measurement is also a foot. We put that up here so that you don't forget the foot is also another name for the unit of measurement. This particular foot, the iamb, has two syllables. And where does the accent go? Exactly, on the second syllable. Now, let's look at the other parts. We have iambic, that's the measurement, that's the foot, two syllables, second syllable gets the beat. But then we also have pentameter. So we know meter, right? Rhythm, but pent, what does that mean? If you think of the pentagon, how many sides does the pentagon have? Hopefully you said 5. So what does that mean? Well, let me write it right here. That means there are 5 iambs in each line. So if there are 5 iambs in each line, and each iamb has 2 syllables, how many syllables are in a line? 5 iambs, each has 2 syllables in it. That means there are 10 syllables in an iambic pentameter line. You have 5 iambs, 2 syllables in each iamb. Each iambic foot gets 2 syllables. That means you have 10 syllables in a line. So let's take a look at how he uses iambic pentameter, and let's start with his sonnets. We're going to look at the poem, Shall I Compare Thee to a Summer's Day, which is one of his most famous poems. And let's just start with the first line. Let's divide the first line into iambs. So shall I, and we'll put a slash right there. Compare, we'll put a slash right here. Thee to, let's put a slash right here. A sum, we'll put a slash right in the middle of that word. Mer's day. And then we'll put a slash at the end because that's also a foot. So we have 1 foot, 2 feet, 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet. So we have 5 feet in the line, 5 feet, or 5 iambs. And we're going to have to put the beat on the second syllable of each foot. So you're going to put the stress on the second syllable of each foot. So we'll highlight the one we're going to stress. That's the second syllable. So I'll highlight in a beautiful yellow. Compare. We'll highlight that part in this yellow. The two. We'll highlight that one. A sum. We'll highlight that one. MERS day. And we'll highlight that one. So if you were going to read it in the rhythm in which it was written, you would put, shall I compare the two, a sum, MERS day. And if you're doing it like if you're pounding out the beats, shall I compare the two, a sum, MERS day. So all of my band people should be really good at this. You know where to put the beat now. The second syllable of each iambic foot gets the beat. Let's do one more line. Thou art, we'll highlight that one. More love, we'll highlight that part. Lee and, we'll highlight that. More tem, per it, A-T-E, we'll go highlight that one. Thou art, more lovely, and more temperate. Now, of course, when you're reading his poetry, you don't read it to the beat. That would get really annoying after a little while if you read the whole poem. Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. You can, but it doesn't sound good. If you were reading it, you would read it with interpretation and naturalism, like, shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate. You have to read it naturally the way it's written. Not only that, but if the line doesn't have a period at the end of it, then you don't need to actually pause there. Now, all of these have a comma or semicolon or a period at the end, but sometimes when you're reading his plays, they continue to the next line. So you need to say it naturally to the next line instead of pause just because it's at the end of the line. So we have 5 feet, we have 5 iambs, we have 10 syllables in a line. What do you need to know next? Well, we need to talk about the rhyme scheme. So let me title this right here, rhyme scheme. The rhyme scheme of his sonnets is A, B, A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, E, F, G, G. So let's see how that works. If we go right here, we're going to give the first line an A. That word day gets an A. Now, does temperate rhyme with day? No. So we're going to give it a B. Does May rhyme with one of these? Yes, it rhymes with day. So we're going to give it an A. Does date rhyme with one of these? Yes, it kind of rhymes with temperate and date are kind of approximate rhymes. Maybe they said them differently in Shakespearean times, but it's supposed to rhyme. What about shines? No, shines doesn't rhyme with anything, so we're going to give it a new letter C. What about dimmed? Dim doesn't rhyme with anything, so we're going to give it a D. Declines rhymes with shines, so it gets a C. And untrimmed rhymes with dimmed, so it gets a D. Fade does not rhyme with any of the words above, so new letter E. Oest doesn't rhyme with any of the words above, it gets an F. Shade rhymes with fade, so we'll give it an E. And growest rhymes with oest, so we'll give it an F. Then we go to C, which rhymes with nothing up above, so it gets a G. V rhymes with C, so it also gets a G. Hence you get A, B, C, D, C, D, E, F, G, G. So when you write it out like this, you see that you have 4 lines, 4 lines, 4 lines, 2 lines. So you have 1, 2, 3 quatrains, and you see the word qua in there, which means 4, and 1 lonely couplet. You see the word couple in there, which is two, so it's a GG. All right, so if we go back up here, sonnet, the type of poetry that he writes, I'm going to make bigger. The definition of a sonnet is 14 lines of iambic pentameter with the rhyme scheme A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G. So a sonnet has 3 quatrains, 1 couplet. There's its rhyme scheme. That's a total of 14 lines, and every single line is written in iambic pentameter, meaning they all have 10 syllables that can be divided into 5 feet, meaning in their iambic feet, so the second syllable in each foot gets the beat. Whew, that's a lot. I'm just introducing it to you. You will learn it. Now, in his plays, there are some monologues and soliloquies that are written in the sonnet format, 14 lines of iambic pentameter with the A, B, C, D, E, F, G, G. But if it doesn't have that rhyme scheme, then it's called blank verse. No rhyme scheme. Doesn't rhyme, but does have iambic pentameter. That's all blank verse is. No rhyme scheme, but it does have iambic pentameter. And I think it's usually 14 lines as well, but no rhyme scheme. No rhyme scheme. Blank verse. No rhyme scheme. All right, now here's your assignment. Your assignment. I spelled it wrong. There we go. Your assignment is open up a Google Doc and type up 4 lines of a sonnet. That means you must use iambic pentameter and have the rhyme scheme of AB. Then submit it through Schoology in my R and J folder where it says your sonnet practice. And that's it. All right, get busy. Write some Shakespearean poetry. You can do it.